Alrighty then, corn children, the highly anticipated lesson, volume of a revolution, disc method, part 2. This is going to be a little bit trickier than the lesson of part 1. Imagine that. Same idea, but just a little more complicated. You are going to want your graphing calculator with you. We're going to be using it and all the technology therein. So get yourself some paper, play along, pause the video as needed, and let's do this. Yeah. All right, so here's the question. Find the volume of a solid formed by revolving the area bounded by, we have two curves, about the line y equals 3. Now, take your time if you need to, go back and sketch this, but you will see I have the F curve, which is your parabola, the G curve, which is a horizontal line y equals 3, and that is also the axis of revolution. All right, so I've sketched the curve, and it is enclosed. We have drawn in our rectangle, and once again, I'm going to need you to notice this, it's going to be important later, that the axis of revolution goes one way, but the rectangle is drawn perpendicular to it. Axis of revolution, rectangle. Alrighty? Now, the first thing that I'd like you all to notice, the width is with respect to x. So as we rotate this area about the line y equals 3, this is going to be horrible. We're going to get a three-dimensional spheroid-ish, pointy spheroid thingy here, and we're filling that shape up with these discs. So we have dx as our width, and we know that the volume of a sphere is pi r squared h. dx is the h. We will need to figure out the radius, and this is going to be festive. Where are our limits of integration? Let's actually start with those limits of integration. The limits of integration are, where do these rectangles go from? Well, the first rectangle would start here, and then we'd roll them all out to here. So where are here and here? That's where your calculator comes in. Hey, let's play. You ready? All right. I have already graphed this thing. How exciting is that? Take your time, put it in. Now, we are going to calculate the first point of intersection. Let's remember that's under the Calculate menu. So I go to the second key, the Calculate key. I go down to number 5, point of intersection. I hit Enter. Again, you can pause this and rewind it and go back. Move the cursor near the point of intersection. Hit Enter once, twice, 3 times. That is our point of intersection. It's not a pretty integer. Now, before you do anything else, we need to export this answer to our home screen and store it. Here's how we do this. We are going to quit. So second and quit. Right here are my thumbs. Second and quit. I am now, and get rid of all that. I am now on my home screen. We need to pull up the last answer. So it's the second key and the negative key. So second key, the negative key. It says last answer on the screen. I am going to hit my store button down here. See my thumb, stow. And I need, see the little arrow? And I need to store it in something. So that's alpha. I'm going to pick A. And now it's in there. Oh, that's fun. Well, that's great. I'm glad you think so, because we're going to do it again. Go back to your graph. We are now going to calculate the second point of intersection. Same process, quickly and efficiently. Calculate menu, number 5, number 5, point of intersection. Move the cursor near the point of intersection. Just arrow, I'm holding my thumb down on the arrow key. Once you're near there, enter. 1, 2, 3 times a lady. There it is, 3.414, not pi. Go to your home screen. Now, when we pull up the last answer, it'll be that new last answer. Don't store it in A. You want to store it in alpha B. B, there it is. So now I have my 2 points of intersection stored in A and B. Isn't that awesome? I know, right? Right? All right, so I am going to go ahead and just label these A, B. All right, so we are going to be integrating from A to B. That's just fun. Now what about R of X? Here we go. We did this before. Put your finger on the axis of revolution. Well, if you don't remember, it's right here after the word about. We are spinning this about the line y equals x, y equals 3. Put your finger on the axis of revolution. Put your finger as far away as you can on the rectangle. The top minus the bottom will be your R of X. Yes. What is your top finger on? Your top finger is on the parabola, f of x. Your bottom finger is on g of x. So my R of x will be f, it's right here, 5 minus x minus 2 quantity squared minus g, 3. Now, you can simplify that if you want to. That's festive. Obviously, 5 minus 3 would make a 2. So you can simplify that. I'm not even going to bother. Pi, integrate from A to B. Now, don't forget that the radius is squared. Pi r squared h. There's your height. Now, because I have already used my calculator, I may as well continue using my calculator. What? Yeah, let's use our festive, you ready? Finint key. So it's under the shortcut menu or it's under the math menu. If you use the shortcut, it's alpha F2. And on mine, it's the 4th one down. If you have a fancier one, it may be a different number. You can go right there. If you are using the old school calculators, you're going to go to your math menu, and then you have to scroll all the way down to, I think it's number 9. There it is, number 9. All right. Now, we're going to integrate from A to B. So I literally use alpha A, alpha B. Now, this is a little bit tricky. Our radius needs to be squared, and there's already a set of parentheses. You will nest a set of parentheses within the parentheses. So I open a new parenthesis right there because of our parenthesis right here. All right? The graphing calculator will put its own parentheses there and there. So we have to add our stuff inside of that. All right, it's not that bad. All right, so there's the parenthesis, and I'm just going to type 5 minus x minus 2. Make sure I'm typing this right. Close it, square it, minus 3, close it, square it. All right, we come over here, and this is with respect to x. Use the variable key x. Now, you will notice, you might not notice, it's off the screen. I did not type the pi. All right, I did not type pi. And so when I get my answer, this would be times pi. So my answer would be either 6.03, round it, for pi, and use the pi symbol, or you can take this answer and multiply it by, don't use 3.14, it's not accurate enough, your pi button, and you can give me 18.956. Both of those are acceptable, 3 decimal place accuracy. Hope you enjoyed that.